Okay, maybe I can start introducing myself and let's see if someone else comes during the next 5 minutes when you will be then split it into breakout rooms. My name is Alteo Valentini. I am the General Manager of EGINA, the European Grants International Academy, and we work mostly on European projects focused on digital and social innovation. Here in Europeana, I actually have the opportunity to join the steering group of the European education community, together with colleagues from all over Europe, and trying to empower to enhance the collaboration between schools and museums. So the session we have today is actually focused on one specific practice that I actually love. It's something that I carry out regularly during the year, which is called hackathon, hacking. So we would like to give you a hands-on, brief, of course, experience of how educational hacking can really be beneficial for improving the collaboration between schools, museums, and cultural organizations. Today, I invited three friends, colleagues, who will actually present different digital good practices in the valorization of cultural heritage. Chiara Borsini will speak about museopedagogy and how the combined use of augmented and virtual reality and gaming can become an opportunity for teachers to use the museums, not only the collections, but also the museum space as a learning environment. In another room, we will have Baruch Nitsch from All Digital, another organization that I join at European level for the development of digital competencies. And he will present another very nice project where we have developed a virtual square, a virtual monument where students from all over Europe can meet each other and give a thankfulness message for a specific piece of the cultural heritage, both tangible or intangible, that is relevant for them. And lastly, focusing more on students with special needs, we will have Valentina and Simone from the Atlas Centers, giving you some insights about the Pan Interaction System, a software that using Kinect technologies can support the inclusion of learners from all ages, actually, with special needs. Why we're doing that? Because in the process of enhancing the collaboration between the human schools, we had a very interesting workshop this summer where challenges and opportunities were highlighted. So we identified these practices based on the needs of the teachers who participated in the workshop. And now we want to make a step further. We want to brainstorm in the way that also hackathons use to come out with concrete messages to the community of digital innovators who are exactly in this moment competing in another big European event, which is called DG EduHack. So that's why bridging Europeana with DG EduHack, because in 20 minutes after our session, I will put a video together and I will share your message to the community of hackers trying to impact a little bit on what they're doing at the moment. I have checked the projects they're carrying out, and there are some interesting challenges on the humanities sector. So I hope that our contribution will be useful for them at this stage, and maybe can generate a dialogue that we can keep on carry out during next year, maybe with a longer event promoted by Europeana, a real hackathon to involve as many members as possible from our community. I think I spoke even too much. Let's go to the breakout rooms. I will be jumping from one room to another and have fun. So hello everyone. Think you are coming back. You all came back from the rooms. If you can confirm, because I can. Yeah. Okay. Great. It was great to jump from one room to another, actually, because it's. I wanted to stay there, but I was curious about what was happening in the other room, and I heard a lot of nice ideas and discussions. So this is what actually the beginning of any digital co-creation process is about. It's actually the part that I really like the most when I organize my hackathons, because it's exactly like this. I have people who don't know each other, but who have share like an interest with complete different competencies and backgrounds. This is actually what I really like of educational hackathons, that it's not an activity or an initiative targeted and designed for digital experts. Of course, you need the digital jigs, let's say, or innovators involved. The added value is given not from them, is given from the presence of all the stakeholders involved in that specific area. So in our case would be people from the museums, teachers, even learners. You cannot imagine how much is precious the contribution of those who will be the final beneficiaries of any innovation we are thinking about. So yeah, again, I think it's good if we share a little bit of what happened in the rooms. I forgot to ask the moderators also to briefly introduce, before you go to the main conclusions, briefly introduce your project so that also the other people can understand the starting point, and then sharing the results of the room. The room number one in my list was Chiara Borsini, I think, with Museopedagogy.
Okay, I will try to be really fast again. I'm sorry because the discussion was interrupted and I couldn't actually collect the last opinion, but it's fine. Okay, the project that I presented, it's called Museopedagogy and augmented reality. The main idea of the project is to connect museum spaces and students from schools, creating innovative and educational paths that also valorize these small, medium-sized museums. To do so, the project is implementing 4 outputs. One is a guide on how to use modern technologies to create educational paths in the museums. The second one is the creation of a virtual tour of the 4 museums which are involved in this project. which have as partners schools, universities, and museums, and technical partners who will technically develop the outputs of the project. The third output is a game, an interactive game which used augmented reality. And the fourth output is the development of an application which will include the possibility to go to the virtual tour and to play the game inside the museums. So this is the project that I presented. We had an interesting discussion. I also collect some suggestion on how also improve the output of this project. First of all, I must say that the most important topic and at the same time challenge that emerged is the fact that not enough attention is paid to people with special needs. So this is something which is quite relevant, especially when you use modern technologies to make them accessible for people with special needs. So we discussed a lot about it. We shared also, the participants shared a lot of useful information, also some websites about some other projects that are focusing on this topic. What can I define as a message for the hackers is to pay attention to this, especially to this kind of audience. So a proposal was to improve audio technologies in order to, for example, help blind people to get the best of their virtual experience of museums, for example, or the possibility for the user to better interact with the artworks that they will explore during the virtual tour. So maybe somehow the possibility to take digital annotation about what they are seeing, to share them with the other users or participants in the virtual tour and in the game. Also the possibility to interact with the artwork. So maybe kind of explore the artwork, open them in a virtual way, not just watch or see it in the museum and with the information about the artwork displayed, but really interact with the object. Yeah, this is more or less what we got from the discussion. There are a lot of other things that I would like to share, but there is no time, I think, so I will stop here.
Thank you very much, Chiara. There will be opportunities anyway to keep working on these ideas in the community, so no worries.
Okay. Thank you.
Special needs, quite relevant, and it was also the topic of room number 2 with Valentina and Simone. So if you can please tell us a little bit of your experience.
Yes, we introduced our project called the Painteraction, and it is an augmented reality tool we developed in order to play and work with people with special needs, but also with the so-called normal. So we were able to show in our room how it is important to have tools that are very simple to use, something which allow you to interact with your bare hands, and something that involves and foster a physical relationship. Because I think that the more we can interact digitally using our own body and motor system, the more powerful is the tool. So we share experiences with the participants, and generally I think that we are now in a position to explore the digital experiences and to produce digital tools that can let us be able to involve people in a physical and powerful way. So we need to develop something absolutely new, starting from our physical experiences. So it was very summarized, but I hope it was clear.
Thanks a lot, Valentina. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And then physical and virtual, this is something that also connects room number 3 with Borut and Europa Square.
Yeah, thank you, Alteo. Yeah, I presented Crowd Dreaming, Youth Co-Create digital culture project. The aim of the project is to build a digital monument called Europa Square, where there will be augmented reality installations, so-called digital shrines, Thanksgiving shrines. The essence of these shrines is one nation, one group of people thanking to another group of people, to another nation for their contribution to their culture. One of the simplest explanations we use is probably all of European cultures are thanking the Italians for the pizza. This is what we use. And how does this look in installation? That we produce, I mean, how I would do it, our students in the project did it other ways. I would make a video recipe of how I make the pizza in Slovenian way, and with this I would thank the Italians. So yeah, these augmented reality installations will be available across physical locations of the 80 schools that cooperate in the project. And the scenes are being developed by students under the mentorship and support of the teachers. And what we did in the project, we developed the methodology and the tools that support the teachers. First, they educate the teachers in the methodology, and then provide the tools to support their implementation with the students. And yeah, shortly, for more, go to crowddreaming.eu. Okay, now end of commercial. But yeah, it was a lot to take in. We also saw that with the brainstorming session, and we kind of ran out of time a bit because we had the silent brainstorming, and then the discussion took off, but it ended prematurely. But what my take is, and the others can then say if I understood correctly or commented additionally, is that augmented reality, this digital world, offers really a lot of opportunities. There are technical difficulties to overcome, to understand, and to brainstorm, but definitely the educational part and how to connect with different groups of people that you deal in different contexts, workplaces, institutions. This is the future, and we have to look at this. But we also had a very strong comment on it's not only the digital, right? We should not only focus on the digital, but try to also connect our physical reality with the digital one. So quickly, because yeah, it's already 3 o'clock.
Actually, this is another important aspect of hackathons, respecting timing. So we actually were very, very good on doing that. And yeah, I think, I don't know if anyone wants to add a closing remark or some other input.
I just would like to ask you to put the links of the projects which was just mentioned before, mentioned now. The links of the project, yeah, because then it would be very nice to see immediately and to make conclusion what we talked, what we saw, and what we see now.
I think Borut is doing it.
Super, thank you, Val.
Great. Then, as I said, this was just very quick glimpse on the world of hackathons, and I will be definitely promoting these type of initiatives, most structured one, in the coming months, especially because it looks like we will be at home for several months. So online hacking with teachers and educators will be a nice way to spend time together at international level. Thank you very much to everyone, and enjoy the rest of the Europeana event.